Are you looking for the traits and signs that will help you spot a low-value man and keep him away?
That is my money, and I am the one who died for it. So forgive me.
You're drunk! You're drunk!
Then pay attention. While it's important to focus on someone's good qualities, it's also crucial to recognize the signs that a man isn't worth investing in, so that you can avoid heartache and wasted energy.
I mean, you go out, you fool around, I sit here, I take care of your house and your kid. Well, no more.
Armed with the right knowledge, you'll be able to identify and avoid these kinds of guys, as there are several situations in which such men typically reveal themselves. So, let's take a look at some of the things a man of low value does, how he interacts with people, and the poor habits that may reveal his true nature. Number 1. Lacks ambition. A low-value man often lacks the ambition or drive to pursue goals. He's the guy who doesn't want to put in the work required to achieve what he says he wants. Or he may not have the self-confidence to believe that he can accomplish what he sets out to do. Either way, such a man is content to just sit around and complain about his life, rather than do something about it. He might say he will do this or that, but then never follows through. Number 2. Disrespectful. A low-value man is disrespectful. He's the type of guy who treats you like a doormat and thinks that being polite means giving you the remote control. He'll talk over you, interrupt you, and make fun of your ideas and opinions. He doesn't listen to what you say unless it's something he already agrees with, and he only wants to talk about himself. He'll probably be disrespectful in other ways too, like ignoring your texts or phone calls or blowing off plans at the last minute. Number 3. Irresponsible. When you're with a low-value man, you'll know it. You won't have to wait for him to mess up. He'll just be a mess from day one. This type of guy doesn't know how to take care of himself or his things. He likely doesn't pay his bills on time, gets into debt easily, or his home is always messy and dirty. He doesn't hold up his end of the bargain nor follow through on his commitments. Number 4. Dishonest. A low-value man will be dishonest and won't tell you the truth. He will say one thing to your face, but do another behind your back and then deny it later. He may even lie about the reason he does this, telling you that he said something different because he wanted to spare your feelings or make things easier for you. He may also withhold information from you or lie about events in his past, such as his education or career. Number 5. Consumed with vanity. You know a low-value man when you see one. He's often consumed with vanity and wears it like a badge of honor. He's the guy who is always looking at himself in the mirror or checking his phone to see how many likes he got on Instagram. Low-value men are usually shallow and have little interest in anything beyond the surface level. They tend to be short-sighted and only think about their interests. Number 6. Always needs validation. A low-value man is insecure and needs constant reassurance. Such a man is so desperate for approval that he will do anything to get it, including bending over backward and compromising his values. The problem with low-value men is that their self-esteem is built on sand. It's dependent on external factors rather than internal ones. And as we all know, external validation can be fleeting and fickle. It's not reliable or lasting. Number 7. Manipulative and controlling. Manipulative men are often charming and charismatic, which is why they tend to get away with their behavior in the first place. This type of guy may try to convince you that he is just looking out for your best interest when he's making decisions based on his own needs. Controlling behavior also stems from insecurity, as well as a desire for power over others. A controlling man will try to limit your freedom and independence by dictating what you can and cannot do, where you can and cannot go, whom you can and cannot spend time with, and so on. Number 8. Easily jealous. The low-value man does not feel secure in his relationship and is constantly looking for signs of rejection or abandonment. He may struggle to trust you and is overly possessive of your time and attention. This can lead to him becoming jealous even when there is no real reason to be. He may be suspicious of your interactions with others or become defensive if you do something without him. Number 9. Lacks empathy. A low-value man lacks empathy, which is a sign that he has a limited capacity for love and compassion. This can be seen in his behavior and words, which are often self-centered. He also lacks general respect for people, as he does not see them as worthy. This man will also have difficulty empathizing with women, as he tends to think of them as objects that exist for his pleasure. He may treat them like trophies or prizes, rather than individuals with thoughts and feelings. Number 10. Stingy with money. If you're with a low-value man, chances are he's going to be stingy with money. He will refuse to buy you flowers or anything else that costs money. He asks for discounts or freebies whenever possible, and might even ask you to pay for everything. Truth be told, a man who is stingy with money will be stingy with other things too. If he's not willing to spend a little cash on the date, chances are he won't be willing to spend much time or effort on the relationship either. Number 11. Lacks self-control. When you're with a low-value man, you'll notice that he has a lot of trouble with self-control. He might be prone to violent outbursts when angry or frustrated, and might even have an addiction to alcohol or drugs. He makes rash decisions without thinking about the consequences and doesn't think about the needs of others. Number 12. Selfish. A low-value man is selfish and only concerned with his own needs. Not only is he unwilling to compromise or make sacrifices, but he also thinks he's entitled to everything. He believes that he deserves your attention, your money, and your time. He doesn't think of you as a person with needs or wants of your own. It's all about him. This is a man who will only be concerned about your well-being if it benefits him in some way. A guy like this tends to ask for more than he gives in return, and when he doesn't get what he wants, he'll turn on you. Number 13. Lacks accountability. A low-value man has a hard time taking responsibility for his actions. He's the type of guy who will blame others or external circumstances for his shortcomings, rather than take ownership of his own choices. He doesn't have much respect for himself, let alone other people, so he can't be relied upon to hold himself accountable when things go wrong. Hopefully, this list gives you a clearer picture of the type of guy a low-value man is, particularly those traits that are more difficult to define. If you're looking for someone to build a meaningful relationship with, it's important to be on the lookout for the red flags. Keep an eye out for the warning signs described here, and use your intuition to determine if this person is right for you. After all, keeping someone around who doesn't appreciate and treat you well causes you more emotional harm than good in the long run. If he is low value, then why waste your time? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the content, please show your support by clicking the like button and subscribing to this channel. Stay tuned for more empowering content on the She Believes channel. Until next time, believe in yourself and keep shining.